Welcome back to the On the Weekly podcast, episode 4. Please go to Brady's Twitter and get Q&A questions ready for next week. Don't forget to share the show if you are one of the 2 people that enjoy it.
All right, open her up. Crack the nut open, Ben.
How do you do that?
Crack
From
the
the
nut.
bottom. Nope.
From the bottom. We explained this to you
Look
already.
it up.
Justice
It's a
League.
Street Fighter.
Again? Is it the same stuff?
Yeah, it's literally the same one. Dude, bro, what the heck?
I bet the resale value on that is amazing.
Oh my god. You're loose now.
They probably thought no one would be dumb enough to buy 2 of them, so they were like, "We'll just put the same thing." Ben, you made a gamble and you have got snake eyes, my friend. You got
Dude,
snake
what else
eyes.
was I gonna buy? Like,
I'm just saying that sucks so much that you got.
Okay, everybody, welcome back to the On the Weekly podcast. I'm your host, as per usual, Braden Michael Day III. I'm here with, who was that guy? Give him the suck to that lollipop there.
It's your boy, Xavier again.
Yeah, we have EP. Who are you, long boy?
I am Vaderman 91, or as most people call me, Benjamin Evans.
Yeah, my friendo's here. I decided to give him, you know those caramel apple suckers that, like, you have around the fall time? My idiot brain was like, I'll give them to him before, they have to talk for half an hour or more. So, we're going to hear a lot of good mouth noises. Our first subject tonight is the Infinity War trailer, because
I have not actually seen it yet, so I will watch it. I will watch it really quickly so that I can have an
Okay.
opinion over that.
Let's just play it all right now. I haven't seen it either.
you guys want to watch it live?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Watch it right now.
Wait. It'll probably be better for copyright reasons. Okay, guys, I'm going to pause this real quick. You won't even know we're gone. Ben's going to watch this trailer, and we'll be back. Oh, and EP too. All right, I take it they liked it. Well,
Yeah.
Honestly, so my only complaint was when they had the Thanos reveal in the first Avengers, he looked a lot better than this.
Yeah.
I think he needs a helmet or something, because I just can't take that bald head seriously.
boy's got an eggplant head.
I
This
know.
looks like a testicle. It does a ripped testicle.
He does kind of. Like his chin.
Mhm.
God, that's so nasty.
Yeah, but I thought it was good. I think it's gonna be a good movie.
I hope.
Yeah.
I hope. Because Jared has made me question everything I believe about Marvel. And it's so annoying.
But the question is, were you right every time?
What do you mean? I enjoyed a movie?
Yeah. Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it, but that doesn't necessarily talk about the quality of the film itself. That's one thing I've learned, is I can like a movie, but still look at it objectively. Like, when someone's like, well, that scene sucked, I'm like, okay, that scene did suck.
Mhm.
So, I've been thinking about film more like that. Like, thinking of, okay, how I felt during it, but then the actual art, the cinematography, the scenes, the characters, I don't know. It's a way of looking at a film more all around.
Yeah.
Getting a better idea about it. All right. I'll say I as a Spider-Man fan, I really like the design for the costume-ish.
Mhm.
The only thing I don't like is it looks a little too metallic for my taste, but it's supposed to be like the Iron Spider suit. They revealed it. You haven't seen Homecoming, sorry, but they revealed it at the end of Homecoming.
Oh yeah.
They asked Spidey to be an Avenger, and he's like, "Not really. I'm gonna go live in New York if that's okay." And Tony's like, "Oh, okay." And Tony did not expect him to do that, because the whole motivation of the film was, I want to be an Avenger, I want to be an Avenger. So finally when he does the right thing in the end and saves the day, he's like, all right, you can be an Avenger. He's like, nah. So like you showed there's been a change in him, and he's fine with just being Spider-Man. So I don't know how they're going to get him in that suit, but it's probably going to be cool. I found a post today on Instagram that talked about how it was a mix of multiple costumes. I might show you guys this later, but I thought it was just supposed to be the Iron Spider suit. But it's an Iron Spider suit design mixed with the Ben Reilly Spider-Man. Ben Reilly was a clone of Peter Parker who thought he was Spider-Man. Well, thought he was Peter. It was a mix of those 2 costumes, and then the new Amazing Spider-Man, the new 52, that's DC. The all-new, all-different Spider-Man, what he looks like, with the glowing eye lenses I showed you the other day.
Yeah.
That's where they got the idea for the glowing eye lenses. Somewhere else. So, yeah. I also researched the movie, because I want to be prepared. Mm-hmm. And apparently, it's not Captain America in the movie. It's Steve Rogers. The mantle's gone. He's just Steve Rogers now. He's not Captain America. When his shield broke in Civil War, that was symbolic of him not being Captain America anymore. Because he's been Captain America so long, he can't find himself. So this is kind of interesting. It's a cool dynamic.
Yeah.
So yeah, but to clear it up, Bucky still is the Winter Soldier. He hasn't changed that name. But Captain America...
Or are they still like hating on each other since they've made up?
They're friends. I take it they worked... I take it at the end of Civil War, they both ran away. You know what I mean? Disappeared. Because from what I understand, is that the United States government, they called him a war criminal. They referenced to that in Homecoming. But, well, I guess the whole world did. But some governments, I take it he's been hiding in Wakanda. That's my theory. Because at the end of Civil War, you buddied up with Black Panther. You noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
And in the trailer, he's like, "Somebody get this man a shield." And it's Captain America. So I take it he hid him, I think, from the world.
Wait, does that say in the Black Panther trailer?
No, in this trailer. Steve Rogers really steps out. Black Panther goes, "Somebody get this man a shield." He's like, all hairy and I don't know. I didn't think it was that big of a reveal. We knew he was coming back.
Mm-hmm.
He's an Avenger.
That one, well, the one scene in the... There was the one scene in Justice League where Alfred was supposed to be like, you weren't supposed to be here, but that was never in the movie. There was a bunch of stuff in the trailer.
Yeah, that was weird. Also, I was working on my cyborg impression the other day, and it was really funny. "I'm sorry, Alfred. I can take it from here." That's how he talks the whole movie, though. Am I right?
There's no expression. He never said booyah until the end.
Booyah.
I was waiting for the whole time for that.
"I'm sorry, Alfred. I can take it from here."
Booyah.
"I can't believe you dress like a bat." "I can't believe that. As a matter of fact." He just sounded bad to me.
Yeah.
Alright, moving on. Dreams, good or bad? Y'all had some dreams ever?
I'll tell you about the dream I had the other night.
Martin had a dream.
Yeah, he did. It was weird. Because I was in my house, and like, I was in the living room, and it was dark out.
Ben!
Copyright.
Snapchat. We're gonna get copyright claimed again.
From
We didn't get copyright claimed ever.
But yeah, it was dark out. It was like, so I figured it was like early in the morning, and like my girlfriend was there. She was on the couch, and like my other brothers were like on the other part of the couch, and they were sleeping. And like I got up, and I was there's like this little box of like crocodiles. They're like little tiny crocodiles, but we called them Dales for some reason. Yeah, Dales.
Crocodiles.
They're just called Dales. It was weird,
Okay.
but they're super fast too. So they're like really fast. Like and so and like next to it, there's like a box of frogs, like really fat frogs. And so,
Frogs.
Yes. So like I kept trying to pick up the Dales and stuff, and like throw them in the frog box. And
Why?
So I did. I don't know why. I don't. And so I did. And then they eventually got loose because the frogs kicked them out of their box, and I'm like, oh crap! And now there's a bunch of Dales running around my house. And my girlfriend was just looking at me all stupid, like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh gosh.
Putting the Dales up.
And so I go to the bathroom, and then there's this huge freaking trash can in the middle of the bathroom, and like for some reason it's filled with puke. And so like I'm trying to like kick it over, like get it out of the way so I can use the toilet, and I end up kicking it over.
I knew
So
that
the
was gonna
puke
happen.
falls, and I'm so freaking mad. And then I wake up.
And there's Dales in your room.
Yes.
So wait, what did they look like? Like a caiman? You know what a caiman is? It's like a little crocodile.
It was
a
actually
little alligator.
It was actually more lizard based, but they had like the structure of a crocodile. You know what I mean?
So they weren't. Well, crocodiles aren't slimy per se, but like
Yeah,
it didn't
but they
look
were
aquatic.
slimy.
It
They're
didn't
like-
look aquatic. It looked kind of
It
terrestrial.
looked like a salamander and like a crocodile mixed.
So it was a different thing. It's a Dale.
Yeah, it's a
Is it
Dale.
spelled like the name Dale?
No, it's
I'm gonna write it
spelled
down.
it's spelled Dail. Like that's how I remember it. Like that's what I thought in my head in my dream.
Dail.
Dale. Yeah.
That's weird. Okay.
Yeah. It is weird. I don't know.
I had a dream. I told you about this. Ben, did I tell you about this dream I had?
Wait, which dream was it?
I met John Tron.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
you never told me this.
I met John Jafari. It's kind of like the DJ Khaled dream all over
Yeah.
again. But yeah, I was at a panel or like a convention or something, and all I remember is sitting on a couch with John Jafari, and like he's wearing like a John Tron t-shirt,
Mhm.
and like cargo shorts. It was like hanging out with Jarrett, kind of. And like we just kept giving each other crap. Like that was the whole dream, basically. Like I looked at like he had like all these TVs playing his videos, but they were muted. And I'm like, dude, you're really playing all your stuff? And he's like, shut up, man. I was like, what do you want? It was like we were just beefing, but we were like friends. It was really weird.
Yeah.
Like it was a really weird tone.
Yeah, dreams are weird.
Jacques wasn't there either. There was no bird. It was me and John yelling at each other.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if I had any other dreams because I have weird dreams. All the
I
time.
have dreams.
My dreams are on freaking cocaine.
You do have weird dreams. I stand witness. I've had a lot of dreams lately where it'll be really vivid and weird, and then I'll forget about it, and then something of the day will trigger it, and I'll go, whoa!
Yeah.
And then like want to tell the whole world about what just happened, but I'm like, oh no, it's really weird. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. Freaking.
I'm trying to. There was one I had the other day that was really vivid. I remember there was one where I was in like a dystopian type society, like a post-apocalyptic world, and they were looking to me to fight and like be a leader. I'm like, dude, I'm 5'5", like 110, like I can't do anything. We're like, we need you.
Yeah.
This was like 6th grade when I was reading the Hunger Game books, so like it was like it made sense.
Yeah.
Like, we need your help. I'm like, dude, I can't do anything.
Yeah, my dreams don't relate to anything whatsoever.
They're like you can't like.
Not really.
I think you're right though, because like normally there's some stimuli from the outside world that like influences whatever's going on in your head.
Yeah.
Because like when I had
Somewhat. I mean, like besides my girlfriend being in my dreams, like I like see her like almost every day. So.
right, that makes sense.
But like
The John dream, I did watch JonTron before bed. I'll admit it. I wasn't doing anything at all. I was just watching JonTron before bed, and he creeped into my dreams. Just like when I met Lin-Manuel Miranda. It's always men. I don't know if that's a good thing.
I don't know.
It's never like a romantic thing. Like I'm not
yeah.
gay or anything.
So,
It's just
yeah.
me hanging out with them. It's very platonic.
Yeah, that would be weird if it was a romantic thing.
It'd be weird if it's a romantic thing, but I wasn't attracted to them. But they're like, "Come here, I love you." I'm like, "Get away from me!"
Yeah.
Moving on, Ben. This is a topic I know you'll have some bearing on. Zack Snyder. What do you have to say about Zack Snyder?
I would say that he is a mediocre director who had one success in his career, and he can dingle that over our heads.
So George Lucas.
No, George only makes masterpieces.
I made Star Wars.
No, George makes masterpieces.
What was the one masterpiece Zack Snyder made?
Watchmen.
Yeah, Watchmen's pretty good.
I've never actually seen.
I
Watchmen.
want to get around to it because Jared's always like, Watchmen's the best comic movie.
That's
Watchmen's the best
actually
comic
it.
movie. Watchmen is the best comic movie, and I don't know.
I don't know. It was a good movie. I'll give him that. But every other movie that he's made,
Ben almost
has
vomited.
been, yeah, I know. Just thinking about Zack Snyder,
Zack Snyder.
I know. I can't take it.
Zack Snyder.
Especially after Justice. Well, that wasn't his fault. It's Josh.
Joss Whedon. I know, it was funny because I watched a video about the production hell that movie went through, and it was like a shared sin. Like, Zack Snyder did a cut of the film, and then they were like, Snyder, we hate you. Get away from this film. You've tainted this whole franchise. And he's like, okay, man, whatever. He sounds so weird in interviews, by the way. He talks like that. He talks like freaking Kermit the Frog. So, they pull him away. They have Joss Whedon come in and do reshoots that are really disjointed, too. So they bring, like, the actors in to do scenes they've already done. And it's just a mess. It's really funny. So, at the end of the day, I think it's the studio's film. It's neither of those directors, because they were... Like, Joss Whedon didn't ask for any of this. He just wanted a paycheck. And they're like, I guarantee they were like, watching the first cut of the film, like, God, this is trash. Why can't it be more like Avengers? Wait! Joss Whedon doesn't write Marvel films anymore. Let's get him in to direct it. It's genius. So they did that.
Hi-ho. Zack Snyder here.
Hi, well, Zack Snyder here, going to tell you about my fantastic new movie. It's about an emo Superman who doesn't want to help people. And his friend, Batman, who also doesn't want to help people. And that's the movie. Quit! He eats it like a lollipop when he's slapping his mouth with it. Okay, moving right along. If you want to take control of this segment, you can. It's called Would You Rather.
Would you rather?
Yeah, like the whole game, like the whole idea of like, would you rather kill yourself or die?
Probably both. I don't know. I gotta think.
Okay. Take your time. This episode is brought to you by Carmex.
Would you rather be in a Marvel movie or a DC movie?
Is it? Are you serious asking this question?
Yes.
Well, let's think about the pros and cons of each of those.
Mm-hmm.
If I was in a DC movie, I would be memed for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
But I would say Marvel because the recognition and the paycheck. Like, those Marvel actors aren't just in one movie and then they hang up their cape and are like, I'm done. That was pretty rough. My contract had no other movies than that. Well, I'm going to go home now to my kids. No, it's like they sell their soul to the devil and they're stuck there forever. I feel bad for the guy who plays Hawkeye because I feel like he was like, oh, I'm only going to be in Avengers anyway, no worries.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to bring him
I
back.
just had to stick around and actually be good.
Yeah. But for other actors who would enjoy work like that, I feel good for. Like Tom Holland, I know. Basically, a lot of the lead men and women in Marvel, I know,
Yeah.
are strong names in Hollywood, but they also need money. They need a job at the end of the day. So, and I know it's been good, especially for the first like 4. I really say like the cures they set for Avengers. It really was good for them, especially Robert Downey Jr. had a terrible drug problem, an alcohol problem. They said he was not in good shape during the filming Iron Man, but after he cleaned up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so because he knew he was going to be a public figure now. Like he was already he was semi-famous. He's been in other films and people liked him, but he hadn't broke through to the mainstream that hard before.
Yeah.
And Iron Man was his step into the mainstream, or rather more general audiences rather than just adults.
Wait, did Tropic Thunder come out before Iron Man?
I think it did.
Mhm.
Iron Man was like 2008.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I think it was that is because there's a quote in Spider-Man: Homecoming where his agent Happy Hogan, Tony's agent, has a wedding ring on that Tony's been meaning to ask Pepper Potts to marry him for like ever. So he's like, "You still have that wedding ring?" And he goes, "The wedding ring? I've had this since 2008." And he pulls it out of his suit coat pocket. He's had it on him since 2008. And he threw it to Tony. Tony's like,
He's probably like never changed his clothes since then.
Happy Hogan was, and he's getting weight. It's Jon
9
Favreau.
years.
You know who Jon Favreau is?
I can't.
He
think of
directed
his face.
Iron Man.
Oh.
He was on Friends. He was the character Pete on Friends for a while. He directed The Jungle Book. He played Happy Hogan in Marvel. That's all I can really say he's been in. Ben, you seem intrigued by this podcast.
I don't know. I'm just catching up.
He's catching up on his stories on Snapchat. You're reading the news, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
People are freaking out because
About the tax bill?
no, because President Trump apparently ate some shark fin soup in Asia. No, because they gave it to him. That's what they served him.
Oh.
Like
Well, then he didn't have a choice. He could be
I
like,
know.
sorry, that's rude, though.
Yeah, I know.
In that
so
culture,
he
to be
was-
like, I ain't
So
that.
everybody's trying to create all this fake outrage like they usually do over just something that's like silly.
That
like,
makes sense.
like
though.
when he was feeding the ducks. Do you remember that? And then he poured the whole thing in there.
What did he do to feed... Explain this.
So him and the president of Japan were like feeding these ducks and stuff like that, and then the president of Japan just dumped the whole thing of
Like duck feed.
in there. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's what they typically do. And then he just followed suit. But then what they did was they cut out the first part of the footage.
So
and,
this is Trump going,
and then they were like, "Oh my gosh, she's such a pig." Like,
he's so
this-
wasteful, oh my god.
And then people like found the actual video and they started calling him out on it.
That's really
And this is
funny.
the same thing.
It was like
too,
the Washington Post, because they do
like,
stuff like that all the
yeah,
time.
Probably.
No, don't sue
So
us,
then
sorry.
They were like, they were like, oh my gosh,
Soup.
Trump ate the shark fin soup. He's advocating that to kill sharks and
No.
stuff like that. And it's like, no,
That's dumb.
they
What the
fed
heck?
it to him. Like
Yeah.
it would have
Well-
been rude to say no. Like
Well,
Yeah.
regardless of whether he asked for it or not, he was in Japan, right? In Japanese culture, it's extremely rude to be like, no.
actually, it was at Vietnam, but it was same
Still,
thing.
Most
Yeah,
of
it's
Asia,
the
it's
same.
like that. It's like if you said, "Nah, I'm not eating that," they're
I
like,
actually asked
"Yeah."
Tin about this, and he said like
It's very
if
rude.
you don't eat what
Turn
the
that
host
food.
serves you, then like
Jeez.
Yeah. And also, like, even if he wanted, like, he ordered shark fin soup, that doesn't mean he's advocating, like, killing sharks and stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He's just like, boy, he just wants some shark fin soup.
Yeah,
you know
maybe
what I'm
he's
saying?
curious. Maybe he wanted to try something cultural. Maybe he wanted to be cultured for once in his life.
Yeah.
I just love to hear the conversation between them when they're feeding the ducks. I think that'd be the funniest thing on earth because there's a language barrier.
Yeah.
Especially be like, "Hey, get in with the He's like, you know, me and Mike Pence, or they're just rambling to each other in different languages. Me and Pence are friends. We get along. I love him. I kiss him on the mouth. And he's like, hey,
I kiss him.
I see the Joku.
I kiss him every night before he goes to bed. Fucking man.
He pulls out his katana. Cuts a loaf of bread in half and throws it into a lake.
You're a Trumpu homo.
You love a pencil. You kiss him on the mouth. I know my racist Japanese voice sounds like a mix of Aku from Samurai, from Samurai Jack, and it also sounds like any stock samurai character ever in the movie. Hey.
Kyle was actually told me I have a good Japanese voice.
Really?
Yeah.
You're like, hey,
Hey,
Kaito.
Kato.
Kaito.
Kato Tabaro.
Ketsu wa taberu Kaito. Kimochi.
Oh, kimochi.
I love Japanese culture. I love Japanese culture so much.
I said that to him one time. I said Yamate to him one time in government. I was just kind of like Yamate, and then he's like, oh, what did he say? He's like, I think he said something. He's like, where'd you hear that?
It's like you were a kid doing wrong. Where'd you hear that? Who told you that? Let's see what time we are in real time. Okay, it won't tell me. Ben, what time is it?
It's 8:11.
Okay, good. Moving right along, The Disaster Artist. Do you know what that book / movie is?
I'm not familiar.
So Ben, we've watched The Room.
The time of polish.
Wait, I gotta get ready to do my impression. There's a whole segment I have called impressions. I'm waiting for. Anyway. You're tearing me apart, Lisa! I'm fed up with this world. Oh, hi, Mark. Say, Mark, how is your sex life? It's never sex, it's sex. How's your sex life? I can't tell you, Mark. It's confidential.
I can't tell you.
It's never is, it's is. Like the
It's confidential.
I can't tell you, Mark. It's confidential. God, Tommy Wiseau is a genius.
I feel like that movie, the Disaster Artist, is gonna be funny.
I've heard it's pretty good. I was watching a Ralph the Movie Maker plug review about it before, and I'd seen somebody else I saw. Oh, your movie sucks because they're both really analytical. So I wanted to hear what they had to say about it, and they both said some pretty interesting things. It's a mediocre movie. That's what I got the idea. It's a serviceable, fine movie. But I've heard James Franco at Jared Hayden. James Franco carries the whole movie. Because the story's kind of flimsy.
There's brothers in it too.
Yeah, Dave. He plays. Oh, hi, Mark. He plays Mark.
Yeah.
But he carries the whole movie. I've heard he's the heart of the film. He's the comedy. Everything's just kind of on him. And when he's not,
because he plays Tommy Wiseau.
yeah, and when he's not in the movie, it's not very interesting. But the character we're supposed to connect with more should be Mark because he's more like a normal person, not an alien, eccentric weirdo like Tommy Wiseau, who's from God knows where, Eastern Europe. So
Yeah.
because really, the film is supposed to be about two guys trying to make it in Hollywood. Is the idea. Like, that's what they wanted to pitch it as. Like, they're trying to make it in Hollywood. They make The Room. It's received poorly. Tommy feels terrible, but they notice more people are asking for screenings, and they actually enjoy the movie. So he goes to screenings, and he keeps trying to distribute this film, and Mark notices the same thing, and they get back together. They make out good stuff. So that's how I would have done it. But I've heard it's not done as well. But anyway, when Disaster Artist comes out, we will see it, and we'll give our formal review. I hope it's good. I think also at one point we should have a room viewing party, because Jarrett won't sit through it. Sorry, that's ironic. We'll sit through Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Suicide Squad. Won't sit through The Room, which is the most enjoyable bad movie I've ever watched. It is amazing. The movie is the greatest thing.
Yes.
The test results came back. I definitely have breast cancer. You're not my mother. Oh, hi, Danny.
So
What's
good,
funny
that's
about
bad.
Danny is his name's Danny. But there's an E in his name, apparently. Oh, hi, Danny.
Hey, Danny.
Hey, Danny.
Hey, Danny.
There's a scene I need to show you, too, from the movie where it's completely the dialogue, he dubbed it, it's out of sync, completely.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know it existed. I watched the Nostalgia Critic review The Room, and he pointed it out to me, and it blew my mind.
Is it the part with the cashier?
Yes!
Yeah, I
that's
know
out of
that.
sync.
Yeah.
He's like, well, out of order, I mean. He's like, you're my favorite customer. Ha ha ha. Well, he goes, ha ha. I can't do his laugh if I think about it. He's like, He touches it. Hi, doggy. He touches the doggy. 12 red roses, please. God, he's so alien. I also love when he does his laugh. Like, there's a scene on the roof in the room where he's talking to Mark after he didn't hit her, and he says to Mark,
Didn't hit her, did not.
did not. And then Mark is like, yeah, one guy found out his girl was cheating on him and he beat her black and blue. You know, it's pretty traumatic experience. And then Tyra Wiseau responds, freaking alien goes, what a story, Mark. He goes, you're always crazy, Mark. Tell me a weird story.
I'm saying Mark.
I love though he's like so pissed. He's like, I did not hit her. Oh, hi, Mark.
Yeah.
Wait, he's like happy
Did
now.
not hit her, did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
His mood completely changes.
When he
And then-
sees his love interest in Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. It'd be really funny if he like slowly takes off his oversized blazer. He's like, oh, hi, Mark.
Oh.
Also, can you mention how he looks like a serial killer?
Yes.
I never hit you. I never hit you. Apparently, there's a scene in the movie where, in this house, like, we're just talking about the room for like half an hour. There's a scene where there's spoons and picture frames. Does that have people?
Oh, yeah.
Picture frames and spoons. So people will come to these viewing like at theaters and they'll throw spoons. There's been pictures of people, thousands of people throwing plastic, metal, cooking, just thousands of spoons going at a screen. And people expect it, like they duck when that part of the movie comes up. And they all quote the scenes. It's just like a roar of people going, I never hit you! And you're tiny apart, Lisa! My favorite.
They need to show that.
You're just a chicken. Chip, 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 chip. I'm fed up with this world. Anyway, next up, good segue here. We had really good segues today. Let's get it out of the way. I don't have a list or anything. Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Another trailer came out.
Yeah, I saw that one.
That was a good trailer.
Brady, can I have a sippy sip?
Yeah, brought to you by Hot Heads Burritos sponsor.
Yeah. Thanks, Dad.
I lost my train of thought. Oh, I like the part when Rey is constipated or something. I don't remember the scene exactly. She's squinting hard and moving her hand. I don't know. But Luke's there and he's like, resist it, Rey. Resist it.
Yeah.
I think... Oh, I like when he says, I've seen this power only once before, and it didn't scare me enough then. It does now. Bum, bum, bum. He's talking about Rey.
Yeah.
Well, talking about Ben Solo, Kylo Ren, compared to Rey. When he saw Ben was like, get out of this, baby, and he like lifted a Star Destroyer with his mind, and he's like, holy crap, that's awesome, kid! And he was probably like, he's probably the cool uncle, because his parents, well, this is how I take it, his parents were always fighting. They just fight, and then he'd be like, I want to hang out with Uncle Luke. And they're like, whatever, we'll go send you to your uncle for a little while. And Uncle Luke's like, hey there, Ben. He's like, Uncle Luke! He's like, how are you? He's like, I'm good. Now, what are we working on today? Using the Force. That's exactly right. Now, what did we say? I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough, and it gets everywhere. That's my boy. So, yeah. But according to the lore, that was true. His parents were always fighting, and they were going to split up, probably. So they sent Ben to the Jedi Academy because he had Force abilities to be trained by Luke, and he stayed there for his teen years. Somehow found the Knights of Ren and the dark side, and also Vader's helmet. Turned all emo, killed everybody except Luke and Rey, which I think Rey was a student because she had the flashback of being there. I think she was a student. They escaped. I think Luke or somebody else must have taken Rey to Jakku, dumped her there, so that she'd be safe. But what's strange is Luke recognizes her. When you read the screenplay for 7, I saw the screenplay, they said when he sees her, he knows who she is immediately. He's like, whoa, you can't be here, is like his reaction. So, he's almost afraid of what he sees, because I think he was the one who dumped her on Jakku. That's my theory. I think Luke dumped her on Jakku to keep her safe. One of the last Force-sensitive people he knew that was good. So he stuck her there, but now she's being tempted because she hasn't used her abilities in such a long time, and they're very strong.
Yeah.
But everyone's like, oh, she's got to be related somehow. I don't think she's a Skywalker. But I do think it's possible that she could be a Solo.
Actually, the Kenobi.
That's a whole nother generation gap, though. That's why I heard a theory about it, and they have reference.
She's a mole.
They've she like halfway through, she's like, finally I can take this mask off, and she like pulls off the human mask, and she's got the horns and everything. Yeah.
Goes in her room. She's like,
Oh, what? She's a Zabrak. That's the race, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're called Zabraks. Yeah. They're like, I'm a Zabrak girl now. There was something else I wanted to touch on about Star Wars Lost. But there was a theory that Matt, of course, I keep referencing YouTube. Matt Pat, Game Theory sponsor. There was a film theory video where he talked about him thinking that Rey was Rey Solo.
Mm-hmm.
And the reasons, and they were pretty good. Not my favorite theory he's ever done about Star Wars, but it was very well thought out. It was almost, the way they went about it is either they, how did they describe that?
Yeah.
I don't know how she, I think it was when he was at the academy, they had another kid.
Yeah.
And they couldn't support the kid because of Leia's in the government. Han is a smuggler.
Yeah.
They're apart all the time, so they're like, well, crap. So I think they put it, yes, Jedi Academy. They put it in the Jedi Academy also.
Mm-hmm.
But Ben didn't know they were related.
Oh, yeah.
So then, when the whole disaster happened, Luke put her on Jakku because he knew somehow, force-wise, that was, I don't know.
Yeah, dang.
Point is, there's a lot of scenes where Leia, it's Leia and Han are the two hints because Han she has a lot of qualities like Han.
Mm-hmm.
She's a very good pilot.
Yeah.
She's force sensitive, but where would she get that? Her mom,
Mm-hmm.
Leia, because Leia's a Skywalker.
Yeah.
And then there was another thing too. Oh, when she sees, like, when her and Han get along very well, and they seem to read each other's minds. She knows how to pilot Millennium Falcon without piloting a ship ever. That's one I think is crazy. She's never piloted a ship, but she immediately knows how to. Then, later in the film, after Han dies, who is the first person she goes to? Leia. And Leia holds her like a mom. And again with the screenplay says something about her holding her like a mother holds a child, like it was a motherly grasp. I'm like, perhaps they're mommy and daddy. And also when they did when they did the read through also for The Force Awakens, you'll never guess where they stuck Rey. They stuck Daisy Ridley in between Harrison Ford.
I think you're speculating.
She was stuck between them. That's fishy. You know that's fishy. They were all clumped together by something that was similar in the movie.
Mm-hmm. What's fishy?
Just saying. Just saying.
I gotta get going.
Okay.
It's getting close there.
Do you want me to take you back?
Yes.
Alright, welcome back. We're in Ben's cars now because EP's got to be places all the time. He's a busy guy.
I am a busy guy.
He's a wild and busy guy. Also, I know this is going to sound disingenuous to pad out time, but I hope you guys enjoyed that Black Friday segment I put at the beginning of the video. But that was filmed around the time we did, well, I forcefully did the podcast outside of GameStop, which was the best. Well, part of the reason was I wanted to remember that conversation. And, God, Ben, I'm sorry you got conned.
You're fine. It's fine. I just sued GameStop. It's not a big of a deal.
Oh, what? But you wouldn't get any money. They're bankrupt.
I took it.
The best we could do is $2.
That's why I never. Honestly, is there any good place where you can trade in games for?
No. Well, a lot of it, I blame a lot of it too on the console market and games and how the value of that fluctuates so much because there's always the next thing.
It's stupid that if you buy a game for $60, play it for like, let's say 2 months, and then you go to sell it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we can give you $15 for this."
It's kind of ridiculous.
Like, even if you reset the disc and bring it back to its original form, like, it's just silly.
It is silly. Especially...
It's like, nothing should lose its value by that. Nothing in real life depreciates by that. Not even houses. Like,
I was going to say money, but... Inflation.
No,
it's not that fast.
Not even inflation is
it's not that fast. I understand it's not that fast.
Dude, I can't wait for Casey's to be at this computer.
Yeah. Casey's sponsor.
Casey. They have
pizza to go and like chicken to go, like
Yeah.
and subs and everything. Oh my god, I tear into that.
Mm.
No, all of my dad's car washes are partnered with the Casey's, so like I'm kind of biased towards them because like
blame you.
I would work in the summer for a couple bucks at my dad's car washes,
Right.
and then he would give me a few bucks to go over to Casey's,
Hey.
and then I would always get like pizza and stuff over there. It's so good.
Yeah.
They're gonna put poor VP out of business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody was telling me that. Oh yeah, since VP sells cigarettes, that's gonna save them. And it's like, what? You don't think Casey's is gonna sell cigarettes?
Yeah.
Too? Like,
That's funny. See, look, there's no one at Village Pantry area.
I know. And Casey's isn't even open.
wait, hey, that's
Oh, Shay, looks like they're about to rob
no, that was
place.
Cameron.
Oh, good, okay. I was like,
What the
why do they have their
Like
hoods
Cameron.
up?
Gregory.
Oh, that makes sense. I was just like, why does everybody have their hoods up? I was like, this is gonna... Oh,
It's cold
freaky.
out.
Yeah. I'll say... Oh, hello, friends. I'll say...
They're acting like me, or they were looking at me like,
God, why is he driving on this road?
yeah, it's like, sheesh.
God, why does this guy have to drive places? It's ridiculous. And I'm hoping at some point, I want to do a lot of childhood story stuff. Like, I want to do like a podcast all about like dumb stories.
Oh yeah, bro, we got some of those.
Oh no! What I remember that one time we did a really long childhood podcast, and I might need to re-listen to it because
Yeah.
it's really good. But
I've done a lot of stupid things in my childhood. I was a retard. Like,
yeah,
retard.
but you told me you were a difficult kid, which I kind of don't believe.
I was a what?
Like difficult. Like-
Like I was like ornery.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I got spanked. No, believe me. It's because like I got spanked. I was straightened up. Like
You got beaten to
I'm
submission.
like just naturally ornery, but like I just don't show it as much.
Is
like
it this one?
It's more.
No, it's that one.
Up. Yeah.
Which driveway is it? That one?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
one.
I
I just don't show it as much, or I just show it more in like a playful way.
Alright.
Change stuff. Thanks for the ride, man.
No problem, Brady.
Yeah.
I'll be out on the podcast. I'll join another one sometime.
Yeah.
Yo.
Probably more long term. I want to get all four of us together at some point because I think Jared. Also, we have a lot of new guests planned. If you're in the area and you know who we are, and you make art and/or entertaining in some way, hit us up. Also, I want to do a Q&A episode pretty soon too, so actually I'll just use the same Q&A thread. But the heck, there's a tweet on my Twitter. If you guys see it, there's a Q&A thread. Get on that and ask your dumb questions. Well, I'll see you guys next week on the weekly. Ha ha ha.